Hey guys, I know this is late, but I'm sure you can hear my voice is still meh. And I did 4 classes this morning because I realized there's only a few more days left in the month and I need to try to get my paycheck as big as possible before the 30th. So I'm kind of taking every class they offer me. And since my throat is still not up to par, that means I am losing my voice for most of the day. So I literally had to wait until I had some semblance of a voice to make a video. I could have just put up just my weigh in, but I like to talk to you guys a little bit before I do that. So, here is my weigh in. Okay, guys, so I am down almost 5 pounds from last week, which, like I said, a lot of it was bloating. I just finished today ish, maybe tomorrow, kind of. So I expect the rest of it to go within the next few days. Um, but yeah, so that bloating part is down. And like I said, I knew already that I wasn't drinking my water, which I've started doing, and taking my pills like I'm supposed to, which I haven't been doing. Yeah, things have just been a little bit crazy. Um, but yeah, otherwise things are, okay. We're making it through. We've just been kind of doing a little bit of piecemeal, trying to declutter our lives in general, and just kind of only keep stuff in the house that's important to us and that we use, and then otherwise, like separating ourselves from a lot of stuff. So it's meant we had a yard sale. We sold over 200 items. Um, we donated what was left from that yard sale, and now we're going through the rest of our stuff. So quite a bit of stuff going on. But it's all good. It's all going to work out because it's just going to. Um, but we have a lot more stuff to go through, a lot more stuff to part with. Some stuff probably put up on eBay, like some of our pop figures and stuff that we're not going to keep. And just kind of step by step, like letting go of some stuff and deciding what we need to have in our lives and what is just clutter. So I've really been kind of doing step by step because I'm a purger and I will get rid of stuff that I will then have to go out and buy again. So I'm making sure that I'm not getting rid of something that I will need later. And not to the point where, oh, I might need this someday. Like being realistic about it. And then today, one of the things I did to kind of like declutter my life was I started going through Facebook and as ads popped up for places that I've liked or followed that really don't have any input in my life. I just started unliking them and unfollowing them. Like that's what I started doing. Mainly because I don't need to have advertisements or posts from people who I don't even talk to or I don't know or I have zero connection with. Like I get random Facebook ads, requests all the time and I'm like, "No, sorry, I don't know you." Now somebody sends me a message and it's like, "Oh, this is why I'm adding you. So and so referred me to do health coaching with you." I'll refer them to my health coaching page. Or if they're like, "Oh no, we met each other here, this, that, the other thing," then I'm like, okay. But I'm very cautious with who I add to my Facebook. Granted, most of my Facebook is public because I have nothing to hide. But I do want the right to be able to block, make some stuff personal just for friends if I decide to. And so for me, it's like, well, there's no need for everyone to see my stuff, that I don't want them to see. I don't mind putting most of my posts out there public because I don't say anything real personal. Um, but otherwise, like as far as pictures and stuff, I want that to stay with my family and my friends. So I am very particular on who I let in my friends list. And I have some people back from when I used to do direct sales that, some of them I've talked to, some have never talked to me. Um, I have one girl that I deleted because she was kind of rude to me. I no longer do any kind of direct sales at all. And I, have obviously lost a bunch of weight. And she messaged me and asked if she could post about a weight loss product on my page. Shortly after I'd posted like an update of my weight loss. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not using any kind of weight loss products. I'm doing this, by eating right, working out, finding a new norm, learning to deal with stress. Like I'm doing it the right way. For me, I mean, I'm not judging anyone else and how they do it, but the best way to guarantee weight loss is to change how you do things and that, weight loss is going to stay. because like 98% of people who use, lose weight quick options gain all that weight and then some back. So realistically, I'm doing it a way so that I can maintain weight loss once I've gotten to where I'm going. And I explained all this to her, and I, told her, I said, I'm sure her products are great for people who want them, but I will not put that stuff on my page. And she was like, okay, no problem. And then tagged me in the post anyway. So I removed the tag and deleted her as a friend because I appreciate her asking me first. But when I say no and I give you an explanation of why I'm not comfortable with it, you should respect that. So I deleted her a while ago. And I have a few other friends who represent companies that are, at best, questionable as far as what their product lines are. And they're not really people I've known outside of Facebook. These are people I've met while doing direct sales. And as I see them pop up with some sort of scammy post, I just delete them. I have no need to have them in my life on my Facebook. I've seen stuff like, guaranteed to lose X amount of pounds in 30 days. And that's water weight. Like, let's be real. You're losing water weight. And the best part is they say this product taken with a healthy diet and exercise. So basically, they're guaranteeing that in the first 30 days of suddenly eating healthy and working out, you're going to lose weight. Oh, but also take our product and you're going to give credit to that. No, that's not what's happening. You're starting to eat healthy and you're working out, so you're going to lose weight. It's not the product. I have yet to see a product on the market, and trust me, I've tried a lot of them, that actually does that kind of work. The one product I thought was working, and I thought, wow, this product's actually working for me, I found out later has a natural derivative that works like metformin in your system. And so that's why it was working, because it had berberine in it. So it was working because it was doing the same thing, similar thing to what metformin would do, not quite as well as metformin does for me. But had I not looked into the stuff that was in it and then understood the correlation between the berberine, I probably would have stayed with that company thinking this product was going to help other people. And I had other friends who tried it and didn't have any results. And then I was questioning, like, well, maybe they just weren't taking it right. Because here then I'm putting it on my friends that they were, like, not doing it like they should have been. And I'm not a pushy salesperson type. Like, if I represent a product or a service, like my health coaching, I talk about it on here, but I've never told you guys, I've told you guys the name of my page on Facebook, but, like, I don't push people to join up with me. And maybe that's a fault I have. Maybe I should be more pushy, but I don't like being pushy with me. I don't like people doing that to me. So I won't do that to other people. So, hopefully if people do need the services, they'll think of the fact that I'm not being pushy and they'll use my services. And maybe that means I won't make as much as somebody who like gets on somebody and like pushes them to do it. But that's okay. I would rather get people to come to me who can't afford a regular health coach, who know that my prices are low but the quality is still good, who know that I am in the same boat as they are. Like I am, I have issues with stress. I have issues with foods, inflammation. I have issues with my weight. Like these are all things I deal with. I've had to learn how to eat differently for my body. What my body needs as far as not causing inflammation. What my body needs as far as, just in general, not overeating so I lose weight. I really never overate so much as I just ate not enough. But now I eat enough because I make sure I'm getting the calories I need every day. And I understand the value in that. And I understand that things like dairy for me are things that do cause inflammation. I did the elimination diet towards the beginning, and I just slowly added foods in, and I noticed that whenever I had dairy, I got sick. My stomach would start to hurt. I would notice inflammation in different parts of my body, especially my stomach area. And so a lot of what I eat is based on what my body actually needs for me to properly work. And so I am definitely a proponent of the elimination diet if you're someone who's struggling with weight loss, and sometimes there's more to it than what meets the eye. And that's why I'm a health coach, because I can work through helping somebody figure out how to eat differently, how to, I mean, by eating differently, I don't just mean food, I mean the actual process of eating, if done differently, can actually help you lose weight. So I mean, that's why I health coach, so I can walk people through those steps. So if they have a question, they can message me. They could text me pretty much anytime. If it's in the middle of the night, I will answer during business hours. But sometimes if I'm awake, I'll still answer. It just depends. I mean, I have one person that I health coach now who, will message me randomly. Um, but one person I'm health coaching now is struggling with her own thoughts that she puts in her own head. So a lot of negative thinking, which is something that we all have been taught, unfortunately. We've been taught by media, we've been taught by other people that you need to meet a certain criteria to be accepted. And it's just not how it should be. You should be proud of yourself wherever you're at today. And then learn how, when you have a bad thought, to counteract that thought in your head. So that instead of having those bad thoughts, eventually you'll just have the better ones. And you'll just automatically replace those. And so I think that's really important to do. And I think it's a really big step in making sure that your body is less stressed. Because when you have negative thoughts in your head all the time, I mean, it's almost impossible for your body to succeed in a weight loss program because you're constantly worried about what other people think of how you look or how you act or what you're doing. And really, ultimately, it shouldn't matter. Like, I've really gotten myself since January to a point where I can go somewhere. I used to be like, oh, people are going to look at me because I'm really, really fat. Whatever. I don't think that anymore. I don't even notice anyone else around us. If anyone is looking at me, have at it. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore. And that's something that has been very freeing for me. Not having that stigma of constantly worrying and being stressed out about what other people might think, what other people might say. Are other people talking about me? I just don't care. And I honestly mean that now. Like, I used to say that, but it just wasn't true. I used to get really, really upset if someone would say something about me, especially something not true. That was the ones that always hurt the worst. And I've found that through this process of retraining my brain over the last 8 months or so, to, if I have a negative thought about myself, immediately saying, but that's not true. This is the truth. And it's really, really helped me overcome some of my social anxiety, because some of my anxiety was caused by me supposing what other people were thinking. But it's also released some of my stress. Like, when I talk about things that have been going on, that have been going, whatever, I start talking about them in my videos. And the reason the videos don't come out is I don't know if I want to share it with the world. It's not that it's such a worry on my heart. It's that there's things I just don't know if I want to tell the world about it. Like, it's personal. It's a situation we have going on, or it's something that's on my mind, but not everything has to be shared, and nowadays with YouTube, everybody's so judgy and stuff. I just don't want to put stuff out there that might come back and knock me in the booty hole. So I'm kind of cautious what I talk about sometimes. And for the most part, I would have to say, I share stuff on here because I know other people go through it. But when stuff happens, and even like one of my friends recently commented how my outlook on stuff happening is so totally different. I very much am about taking deep breaths and moving forward and not overthinking things. If I can't control them, letting go of that part. Because if I can't control it, worrying about it does nothing but make me stressed out. So I've really got to this really nice place where I'm like, okay, this is a problem. I can't fix this right now. So, let's see, what's the date this is due, or what's this, or, let me see if there's a solution that can solve the answer the problem, because I can't control A, B, or C. Maybe I can control D. So let me look at D and see if D is an option. My husband's overtime getting cut. We use a lot of my paycheck from this month to catch up on some things, pay a little bit extra on some bills. And I kind of thought to myself, let's stick at least half of it into savings and just not worry about it in case we run short. but he really wanted to get one bill paid off, and so we did that. And then we realized that the way the month falls, with his overtime getting cut, which we didn't think would happen, we're like, well, we might have to pay our mortgage a couple days late. Like, that's okay. I think we have a 5 day grace period on the mortgage. And so instead of paying it on the first, we'll pay it on the fourth. Like, it's fine. Um, and I told him, we probably could cover the mortgage, but then we wouldn't have groceries. And eating is just as important as paying the mortgage. Like, both things are required for life. So we called down to the bank, double checked, made sure we had the grace period, and explained the way the payday was falling. We weren't going to have the money until the 4th, and they said it was fine. Because we're never late. We haven't been late in 5 years. And they're like, no worries, as long as you have it within 7 days, you're fine. We're like, okay, one double check. So we're good on that. We're starting to make a plan for doing some work on stuff that need to be fixed around the house, and getting, our old fence on the side that got damaged in a storm knocked down, and stuff like that. There's a couple trees we need to trim, and there's just a list of things we need to do, and we're just kind of like making it an elephant. Kind of like eating an elephant one bite at a time. And that's kind of how we're looking at life in general right now, and I like it. Like, I'm much calmer. I, I don't get as overwhelmed as easily. And non-scale victory today. I spent about 30 minutes walking around looking for something today without even realizing it had been that long, and didn't have back pain at all. So that was nice. That's a new thing. I'm enjoying this change. I can't wait to see what the next 50 pounds brings, because I cannot wait to be under 300. Um, and I am working my butt off to get there. Um, and we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping, it is September now. My goal right now is to try to lose 3 pounds a week, which is on the high side of average, but achievable at my weight currently. If I had a lot less to lose, 3 pounds would be something a little bit too much to think about. Because normally it's 1 to 2 pounds. Being that I have more weight, it sometimes means I can lose more a week. So my goal right now is try to do 3 pounds a week, for the rest of October, and then into November. So then I will be halfway to getting down to 300. And then my goal is to be at the 50 pounds lost by the end of February. I'm giving myself October, November, December, and January, and then also February. So 5 months. So ultimately, I'm looking at 10 pounds a month as my major goal, but my weekly goal is 3 pounds. See if I can hit that. But I'm not going to be stupid about it. Like, I refuse to be stupid. And that includes 2 holidays too. It includes Thanksgiving, which my daughter will be here for, so we'll definitely be having Thanksgiving dinner, and then Christmas, which my daughter will not be here for. So I don't know that we'll have a big Christmas dinner or what we'll do, but and that'll be a week we get a lot of stuff done, because my husband has off between Christmas and New Year's. So that'll be a week that we do a hard push on getting stuff done around the house, just as we try to make decisions on what we're going to do going forward, which I've discussed in a previous video. We do have those other job offers, and that is looking better and better, based on people we've talked to who are not involved in my life in that way, that have more of a what's what I'm looking for, unbiased view of our lives. So again, I am talking and talking, and of course now my throat is starting to hurt again, and I have classes tomorrow morning. I think I have three. Let me look. I unfortunately keep grabbing up all these extra classes, and I need to stop doing that, because it's really not the smartest move I could make. Yeah, I have 3 classes tomorrow morning and 2 classes tomorrow night. So, 5 classes tomorrow. And, yeah, so that is where I'm at. Down almost 5 pounds this week, which is great. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I should have my gym video ready. I've done all of the recordings. I have everything set up. I just need to put it together, make a little montage of the video. And hopefully you guys like seeing my transformation of my gym. I'll see you guys later. Bye.